What's up, party people and magic makers? Destiny here on this magical Monday. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing well. As always, every Monday I come at you with a video about your mindset so that you can take what I'm telling you and implement it into your life to clear out all of that head trash, right? And as always, if you know somebody who could use this video, please share it with them. The more the merrier. And if you have any questions, go ahead and comment below and I will get right back to you. All right, so this whole month we have just been talking about being stuck and the things that can get us stuck. And at the end of the videos, I've been also, just giving you some tips on how to unstuck yourself, right? That's why you're here. So on this video, I want to talk about the very last thing that tends to get people stuck. And that is other people's opinions. Let that sink in. How many times have you stopped yourself because somebody else either told you to stop, or they told you that you couldn't do it, or they told you something that made you feel like, ooh, maybe I'm not the right person to do this, or I don't know how. And deep into, in your gut, you're like, I think I can do this. Now, you might not know exactly all of the steps to do it, but you knew, I could totally get that done. I could do this. And then here comes somebody just sliding over and they're like, no, you can't. And then you stopped. Or the opposite, where you're like, ooh, I really, really shouldn't do that. You know what, this, all the red flags are coming up. Everything is telling me not to do it. And somebody's like, oh, you should totally do that. And because you want to people please, and because you want them to be your friend, or because of whatever the reason that's going on in your head, you do it. And then it blows up in your face. Maybe not right away. Maybe a couple months, couple years, a couple decades down the line, you're like, oh, I really shouldn't have done that. And you knew. But because they came in and they gave you their opinion, they gave you their advice, whatever it was that they gave you, you did it anyway. And that can really keep us stuck. What's interesting with this keeping us stuck, though, is we're doing stuff. We're doing things, right? We're getting whatever it is done. So if it's a project, we're getting that done. If we're in a relationship, we're doing the things that need to be done in a relationship. But it's not the things that we were meant to do. So it has sidetracked us off of our path. And that keeps us stuck on this path that we don't really want to be on. It's a path that was predetermined for us by our parents, by people of authority, before we were the age of 18, right? So you guys know from my videos in the past that by the time that you're 18, 95% of all of your decisions, beliefs, and habits are hardwired into your head. But none of them are actually yours. They belong to the people that you were hanging out with, right? The people that had influence over your life. So they're the ones that are determining what you're going to do and how you're going to move forward. Then we tack on culture and society. And we're supposed to do this, we're supposed to do that. And all of that gets piled up on us as we're walking down our path, and we get diverted, and we get diverted, and we get diverted, right? And that's what this does. That's what other people's opinions do, is it just diverts us. Because it's not actually the thing that we're supposed to be working on. And then we feel stuck. And then we feel unhappy. And then we just feel like, oh, why? Then that sends us into the second piece of this cycle, which is feeling like we beat ourselves up for it. Oh, why did I decide to do this? Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm so silly. Oh, why? Okay, stop saying that to yourself, first of all. I actually think stupid is worse of a word than the F word. I mean, come on. You don't need to be telling yourself things like that. All right? Not at all. You did something you thought was going to be good for you, or somebody else thought was going to be good for you, and it just wasn't. Got it. Okay? Learn that lesson, take it in, move on. Get yourself out of that situation. Yes, you can leave. Yes, you can get out. Yes, you can find something better. Right? Get out of that situation and move forward. Get to that place where you just speak your truth. And it was really interesting because last year, actually it was almost a year ago today, I went to an event, and the person who was teaching the event was saying that Your awareness, your intuition, just says yes or no. It doesn't give you reasons. It's just, yes, I want to do this. No, I don't. That's it. Right? But we are so, like, it's ingrained in us that we have to give a reason. No, I don't want to do this because blah, 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 blah. Right? But that's not what we need to do. Like, if you just really listen, it's a yes or a no. You know that's your awareness. Move with that. Move with that. That's where it's important. Right? So what does it take for you to hear or to see, however you deal with this, your awareness, and then like to listen to it and actually implement what it's saying, right? Implement what it's saying, not what other people are telling you and what they think you should do. How do they know? They're not you, right? They may have the best of intentions, but they're not you. So how do you sit and just be in you? It's different for everybody. Me, I like going into the water, right? I'll like float and just like be really quiet. Be really quiet and I can just hear all the things and I'm like, there it is, right? Usually for me, the intention voice sounds very different. It's very calm and very like monotone, and it's just like, yes, no. It's not, you know, a whole bunch of babble. But for everybody, it's different. So maybe it's meditation for you, maybe it's yoga, maybe it's going for a walk, maybe it's listening to music, maybe it's dancing. Whatever it is for you to get into that place where you can just hear your answer and then trust in that. We're looking and we're waiting for all of the reasons and the excuses to do something, and it's just simply a yes or a no. But that's your answer. And trust in that, because it knows. It knows. Instead of like letting all of this onslaught of other people who don't really know, they may have the best of intentions, as I said, but they don't really know. Okay? So you got to get into that place for you to hear and to listen and to move with what your intuition is telling you. Because it knows the path that you're supposed to be on. And that's the thing. When we're stuck, it's because we're not doing the thing that we were put on this earth to do. But it's tricky because we're doing other stuff. We're doing all of this other stuff that's like, it looks good. We're still rocking and rolling and we're moving, but it's not the thing that we're supposed to do. So what is your thing? What does that look like for you? What are you hearing? You gotta get kind of quiet. And that's really hard to do when you got like a whole bunch of people in the house. So you might need to get out and go for a walk. You might, for me, sometimes I'll blast the radio in the car and just go driving. Right? And like all of a sudden, here it is. Here it's coming. Okay? Some people, they get really great like slowing down of the mind and chilling out when they're going to use the shower or when they're in the shower. That can get annoying. I know this one. Like all of these really great ideas come while you're in the shower. Hey, get a wax pen or pencil. You can write it on the tiles. You got to clean it off. It's not that easy to clean off, but you know, you can get the ideas out and write it on the wall there. But just getting into that place where you can hear the real you talking, not what everybody else is saying. Because again, best of intentions, but not the thing. And that's what I cannot stand by and watch it anymore, is when you're doing something that somebody else told you to do, and it's not really the thing you love doing. And there's so many people out there that actually have no clue what they love doing. Gotta cut that out. Stop. So get really present and be okay with getting present. And just listen. And you'll be surprised at all of the magic that'll come from you. Not what somebody else is saying, but from you. All right? Cool. So until next week, peace. And I'm really excited for next month's topic. I'm not going to break it to you yet because it's still, like, I've got a piece of it growing, but I want it to be a bang. So you'll see it next Monday. But until then, peace and have a wonderful day. Bye.